Today I have more Drugstore gems for you. Drugstore keeps surprising me and impressing me. So I have few products to try. Couple of them I've already tried and I really like them. So let's see what I've got. The first thing I've got is the Maxfactor Miracle Pure Skin Improving Foundation. So this to me is more like a BB cream because 98% of ingredients in this product are skincare, including hyaluronic acid and vitamin C, and it's supposed to improve radiance, firmness, elasticity and all that. It has buildable, medium to full, I'm not sure about that, coverage, and it also has SPF 30, so it's like a all-rounder. And to me, this is really more like a BB cream. The SPF, the coverage, the skincare ingredients. So let's have a look. Mine is in 70 Warm Sand. Now, one thing I've noticed is that this slightly adjusts to your skin. Well, it goes darker, definitely. You will see when I squeeze it out, it looks lighter, but then when I'm working it into my skin, it sort of gets darker. It's a very weird experience because it doesn't seem like it's covering much, but it is. It sort of evens out your skin. So I don't think this will be for someone who is looking for semi-matte, full coverage foundation. This is not that, and it's quite luminous as well, so for dry skins, brilliant. Let's do it. I quite like the dispenser. So you unscrew this cap and it has like a see-through nozzle. Now shake it really well. Now you probably should apply this with your hands as it is like a BB cream. So let me try first. So can you see how light it looks? But watch while I start working it in. Can you see how dark that has gone? So I'm going to work it in with my hands first, although I really don't like using my hands for foundations. I should really zoom you in a bit. Let me do just one side, but now I've got too much product. Right, let's have a quick look. You see how much darker that is? And look when I've just applied it on my nose and compare it. So it definitely gets darker. It is very creamy consistency, but it does feel like a face cream. So this is the first application. So as you can see, that hasn't covered much, but it sort of evened out the skin tone. So if you have loads to cover, this won't do. But I will try the second application with a sponge now. We will see how this, can you see how light it is comparing to whatever has already been applied? So that's why when they say medium to full coverage, I would not agree with that. I think this is light to light medium coverage. Okay, so that still hasn't given me full coverage, but I really like it. It's just such a natural, slightly luminous look. For some reason my cheek is really red. I'm feeling a bit hot, so it might be that, but that hasn't covered the redness here at all. Can you see how red my cheek is? This one is fine. So if you're not very red, it won't look like this, but yeah, you can see that it's not really a lot of coverage, but I still like it. It's a lovely everyday luminous look for someone that doesn't maybe like a lot of coverage, but I would be quite happy, especially if I then apply my mineral powder foundation on the top of it, which will give me a bit more coverage. Right, the next item I love so much. I've been using it for maybe a week, and this is Rimmel, the Multitasker concealer. This concealer is amazing. So you can use it under your eyes or conceal any blemishes on your face. The colors are a bit, there's a lot of, like about 4 really light one, and then it jumps to this one, which is 060 Nude. So I have 2, and then I've got 040 Ivory. Really, I needed something like 050, which they don't have, that is in between those 2. So I mix them, or I can just use this one. This is quite dark, so I might be able to use just this one. Honestly, this concealer is beautiful, very creamy, covers a lot, it looks quite invisible. I love it. And of course, if I wanted to give myself more coverage, I could put that on there, but I won't, because I will set it with mineral powder foundation. So have a look at this concealer. It looks pretty invisible. I am going to build it up as well. And it builds up nicely also. I have so many, well, quite a few great drugstore concealers. Let me try to cover this cheek. What is it? What is up with this cheek? I'm putting the foundation back on there just a tiny bit. No, well, tiny bit. So that just shows you if you have rosacea or redness or anything like that, it won't cover it. Okay, what I will do, because last time someone asked me to show it to you without powder, so I might go outside, it's a nice sunny day, and show it to you outside without powder. So this is very blinding, but this is in a full sunshine without any setting powder, and you can see the concealer as well, which is not set. Now while it settles, it looks really nice. I would say that the color's gone down as well a bit. It's not as dark. Right, I haven't bought any, I don't have any new drugstore powders. I have new, I have some, but they are mostly the Polish ones. So I will just set under my eyes with Hourglass Veil. And I will set the rest. You could set it with powder, you could not set it, but I want a bit more coverage, so I'm going to use Lilylolo. This is not drugstore, but I don't think this is that expensive. I think it's £22. This is the mineral powder foundation in Cookie. Do you know, this looks like I actually have taken it off with setting it now. Do you know what I think it is? I by mistake used a SPF under this, which I shouldn't, because this already has SPF, and maybe they are not working together that well, because I've never had this happen with this foundation before. So it must be this SPF that I've applied. Maybe I've applied more here, because it looks like just nothing wants to stick there. Maybe I put a bit of that concealer here. Honestly, so it's not that it didn't cover it as much as just doesn't want to stick to that patch. Right, that's better. Okay, so this is set. Let me now go out again and show you this all set. Now the next thing I really like the look of it, is the Revlon Skin Lights Bronzer in Sunkissed Beam 115. I just really liked it. It looks like it's baked and it has a bit of sheen to it. So let's try this. I don't think this is... That's the colour of it. Oh, it's quite nice. It's not too warm and not too cool. It's really nice. It doesn't feel very... It feels smooth but not very soft. Let's hope I don't take more of that foundation from that cheek with it. I would say that this is good for a bit lighter skin tone, but it's not, I don't know if it is not pigmented, or is it because I'm already quite dark now after this foundation, but it's very buildable. I really like it. I love the tone of it. Beautiful tone. Yeah, that's really nice. The color, love it. Then I thought I'd try this blush from L'Oreal, and it is Blush of Paradise in Melon Dollar Baby. So you know, I quite like my blushes to have that sheen in them because I don't really use highlighters. So this blush is very, very light, lovely color, and it does have slight sheen. So not as much as the Beauty Bakery blushes that I use. These ones are really, really not shimmery, shiny. This one is more of a satin, so it looks quite nice. Oh, I like the color. It's like, it looks very pink, but I sort of see a bit of peach in it, which I like. So your cheeks look pinched. Yeah, the sheen is very, very subtle. So this is quite good, because I notice even now, even though I like those blushes with high sheen, sometimes, because you know I like to put my blush here, sometimes because the texture and loose skin and a bit of pores in this area can get emphasized by that. So this is better for not emphasizing that texture. Yeah, so far I like it. I mean, the foundation now looks flawless with me setting it with the mineral powder foundation. It looks very fresh, very skin-like. I really like it. And also this has quite a good staying power. I will come back a few hours later and we can check how it wears. I find with a lot of foundations, you know, sometimes I just apply it here, we're here for an hour and it looks lovely, but very often those foundations look so much better even later on once your own oils came through. Yes, some can look really, really greasy and you have to touch it up, but some just look lovely. Yes, a bit more glowy, but beautiful. So we will see with this one. I am going to go off into my brows now, but when I come back we will use this palette. This is from Makeup Revolution and this is Revolution Pro Regeneration Nouveau Rose palette. I quite liked it because it has warm shades here and it has a bit more mauvey cooler shades, so we will see. Okay, eyebrows done. On my lips I have the Revlon Shine Lipstick in 002 Beaming Strawberry. It's so lovely. It's just like a, you know, like some of the Dior Shine lipsticks, really balmy, glossy. It's not something that is gonna stay on for hours, but I just love it. So this is one of my favorites. Right, let's use this palette. I don't know if to go for the warm browns or the cooler ones. I fancy the warm ones because obviously I have a bit of tan. This foundation looks lovely now. On Rifa 01 I am going to go into Tribe, this brown here.
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rocking if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby. Ooh, I live it. That's my choo-choo-la. Ooh, I love it. Crank it up, yeah, yeah.
I might warm it up with Retro.
Turn it up, we got this.
Now I'm going to go to Avenue, which is this gold. With my finger I might apply Hero, which is a bit more chunky gold. Ooh. It is very chunky. Well, not chunky, but more sort of foil type of eyeshadow. And I got a bit of fallout. I just think I put too much on my finger.
You better grab.
I might put on the outer V this heart, which is sort of plummy.
Forced to cause a scene, make some trouble, baby. Ooh, I live it. That's my choo-choo-la, choo-choo-la. Ooh, I love it. Crank it up, yeah, yeah.
Right, definitely don't like the palette. I know with Revolution is hit and miss. Some are better than others, but lovely color story, and it's a hard work to keep blending them. Obviously I have experience with lots of other eyeshadows, so I'm always comparing. The look, it's okay, and you probably wouldn't know if it was done with drugstore or high-end, but by the way they perform and how hard I had to work blending it, it's not something I would recommend, especially if you are experienced with all sorts of different eyeshadows. I don't think you would enjoy applying them. Nice colors, so pigmentation, so blendability. If you've experienced better quality eyeshadow, you probably wouldn't enjoy working with this palette. Now, mascara. My friend told me about this number 7 mascara, and this one is the Full 360 Ultra. She said you have to try this mascara. This is drugstore, but this is more on a more expensive side because I think this mascara is over £10. So let's have a look. Oh, huge tube. Quite a big brush. but let's have a look. The brush is enormous. Oh, oh, nourished panoramic lashes, extra large hourglass brush. It's supposed to volumize, lengthen and curl, enrich with shea butter and vitamin E. So it's supposed to be conditioning for your lashes as well. This is really good. Builds up nicely as well because it's sort of is quite wet. But oh my god. Wow. I zoom you in a minute. Very difficult to do your bottom lashes with that enormous brush. I don't know if you can see as well as I can see in this mirror, but my lashes are looking long, thick. Like it. Well, that could be another alternative for the new Maxfactor mascara. Right, so that's the finished look. I like it. So let's go through it. I don't know what the foundation is. What have I done with it? I wonder if I was upstairs getting my brushes. Maybe I took it with me. Anyway, I really like it. I think this will be such a great summer foundation. It's quick because it sort of sinks into your skin. It doesn't have that much coverage, but I'm fine with it, especially when I set it with my mineral powder. It looks very natural. Just remember, maybe go a shade lighter than you think you need because you saw how it oxidizes. That might be something to do with the SPF. So I think for the summer, it's very light and looks after your skin and you get the SPF 30. So I really like it for like this natural, glowy summer look. Really like the bronzer. I love the color of it. The color of it is perfect. It's very neutral. It's very buildable and is very satin-like. So I really like that. The blush, L'Oreal blush, is okay. Nothing special, but very pretty color with a very subtle sheen. Oh, these. The concealer I'm in love with. I absolutely love this concealer. I already know this because I've been wearing it for a while now. So this I would definitely recommend. Well, I told you what I think about the palette. It's okay. I really like the color story. But you know, I can't compare it to my high-end palettes. Although there are some drugstore palettes that are very good, like the BH Cosmetics. The formula is amazing, so I definitely prefer BH Cosmetics over this one, but it might be just this palette. I know they do millions of palettes and I think the quality varies from palette to palette. Actually, I think they might have bought BH Cosmetics because BH Cosmetics went bankrupt, so I hope they keep the formula of BH Cosmetics. Mascara, really good, very buildable. If you can put up with this ginormous brush, it is a really good mascara. And I love that shiny lipstick from Revlon. So some hits, some misses, but overall quite impressed. So I'm going to finish here, but what I will do after I say goodbye, I will post the updates throughout the day of this foundation because I think it's worth seeing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and stay fabulous. Bye. Okay, it has been 5 hours since I've put this foundation on, and I will go in my bedroom with my vlogging camera in a minute, but I just wanted to do it here where I first filmed and tell you what it looks like. So it looks still really good. It's gone more shiny, especially on my chin and my forehead. You saw it was shiny to begin with because it's quite luminous foundation, and the mineral foundation powder is not a setting powder, so that is not very matte either. So I haven't set it with any mattifying powder. So yes, I am quite shiny on my chin, but you know, it's not breaking up anywhere really. I think it will start breaking up on my chin because my chin's gone so oily now. But other than that, it looks fine. So I will take my camera now upstairs and do it like in a window light. Maybe go outside, although the sun is gone now and it's gone a bit cloudy. Right, so I'm upstairs now and I'm in front of the window. So as you can see, it's very, very shiny on my forehead and my chin. It's not too bad here. I always get a bit oily, and this is very luminous foundation as well. I think it hasn't really broken up on my chin, but I think it might start in another 3 hours. It might start doing that. So let's set it with something. Right, let's set it with the Urban Decay All Nighter Translucent Powder and see what it would look like. There, very easily mattified. It looks good, and I know that it does stay on all day. So if you are prone to oiliness, then maybe set it with a proper mattifying powder, and you might have to touch up throughout the day, but at least it looks fresh. You know, sometimes if the foundation is too powdery, after a few hours it looks very dry, whereas this doesn't. And this is outside. It's not sunny, it's cloudy. Sorry if you can hear children screaming, but I live next to a park and there are kids playing there. This is after I just powdered it outside, upstairs. I should have come out here before. Okay, my lovelies, I won't come back again, because like I said, this is not gonna get much worse. It probably would just break up on my chin, so I probably just need to set it or touch it up once in the middle of the day, like after 5 hours. But yeah, it still looks really, really natural. I like it. Bye.